What can we do for you, Jamie?
I've got quite an offensive tattoo.
How offensive is it?
It's offensive to, like, certain people, like women.
Do you know, I knew you were going to say that. Because you can't look me in the eye, can you?
No, I don't.
So is it just girls that it's offensive to, or...?
It's not just girls, it's actually illegal as well.
Illegal?
Oh, so it's offensive to the law and women. Jamie, this isn't sounding very good.
This is not good, is it?
No, it's not good at all.
So how did it come about?
One of my friends was getting married. We headed over to Spain, where we went out all day, and it got to night time, we was heading back to the hotel. I just realised that I wasn't done partying yet, so I just headed out on my own. Headed back the next day, all my mates were lying at the swimming pool, and they're like, "Hey, where have you been?" Before I had the chance to even say anything, my other mate shouted the phrase, and that was it, just stuck for the whole holiday. My mate's like, "You got to go and get it." Stupidly drunk, I was like, just go and get it.
So, do you want to just talk us through what this means?
It means sniffing drugs and sleeping with girls that are 9 out of 10. Like,
Do you think it's a bit mean that you're rating girls out of 10?
that's
What
all in
am
the
I?
past. 10.
Oh, you're good lad. You saved yourself there. Who was the first girl that you showed?
I showed my mum.
What? Why would you show your mother?
She was going to see it, like, I knew she was going to see it.
You do look very ashamed, though, which I am pleased about.
Definitely.
So what do you want to cover it with?
I'd like something dark, kind of animals.
Well, I've done a spider for you. I've done a lady's face. She looks a bit sad because of what you've been saying about ladies, but, I mean, it's just something you've got to live with. And then the spider's web's going to cover most of what you've got. We'll put lots of shading and stuff in there. Yeah, it'll look quite cool.
As for my design, I've given you a wolf with a moon behind it, and then the area here is what we're going to use to cover up.
That's nice. I like that. Nice and dark.
Cool. So, Jamie, what I've done for you is I've designed a crow. Crows are very dark, so we'll be able to cover any of the writing that's underneath it. And in the background, I've done something similar with the moon.
I like the dark features in this, and I like the crow. I'm not too sure if I'd like it on my body. I like the dark features again in that, but I just don't like spiders. It's going to have to be this one.
What can we do for you, Tony?
Well, I'm looking for something that would celebrate the greatest encounter of my life. Shall I tell you what it is?
Yes.
OK, it's about aliens and encounters with UFOs.
What?
Yeah. Last year, in fact, it was. I had flu. I was flat out on the bed, delirious with fever, room spinning. There's a knock at the door. Goes down the stairs, opens the door to discover the guy who looked a bit like you, blonde-haired, blue eyes, stood there. He said, "Hello, Tony." I felt being lifted off by a craft. I felt the wah, wah, wow sound of the engine as it took me away. I awoke in the bedroom with a time loss of 3 hours.
Was that not just you having a nap?
Hey, listen, you could argue that, but I know what I saw.
Where does the tattoo come into this?
Really, I suppose, to celebrate the concept of the awoken man, something that just encapsulates the awesomeness of what I've lived through.
So I went for just like a really nice structure and stuff.
Very good, isn't it?
Blonde hair, blue eyes. I'll do 2 triangles at the side.
It's very impressive.
So that would be like your ships, obviously.
Yeah. Wowee.
Don't you think he's nailed that because he's undercover?
He might actually be technically remote viewing the target site of my vision.
God, well, I hope I've tuned in the same way. Well, I've gone for a diamond, which is basically 2 triangles stuck together. Beams coming down, we can have it all brightly coloured, and then all of this in here can all be done in red, so it's like a lot of contrast.
OK.
And it'll look very cool.
Both of them look very good, but I think you've just nailed it, son. I just think you've just nailed it.
Yeah?
That's exactly it.